Welcome to Michael's Kids Club Spring Break. Today we will create this fun and bright Suncatcher. Join us for all 5 days of making. Enjoy!
Hi everyone. Today we are going to be making this fun Suncatcher mobile. So you can see right here we've got these colorful pieces and some colorful beads. So we're going to be using our Creatology acetate sheets. There's different colors in here. And we're going to just be cutting some random shapes, putting them together and gluing them onto the yarn and then adding it to our dowels. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to get this out of the way. We can refer to it later. All right, so let's just cut some shapes out of our colorful acetate here. We've got some scraps. Let's see what other colors are in here. I think there's some yellow. Yeah, there's some yellow. Now what's fun about this is, see how you can see they make different colors when they're laying on top of each other? So this yellow and this purple makes a really pretty red. This yellow and this blue makes green. This makes purple. This makes like a turquoise. So that's what we're going to be doing as we start putting our colors together. Okay, I guess that's all the colors I've got. All right, let's get started. So we're just going to cut random shapes. They can be anything. And then we'll glue them together. This would be a fun project to hang in your window. Let the sun shine in through the colors. Very pretty. And you can make your Suncatcher mobile however big you want. You can have a lot of strings hanging down. You can just have a few strings hanging down and then add some beads to it if you want. You could also add things like shells and bells. All kinds of fun things. Other kinds of beads. We're using these pony beads. But you could use other kind of beads that you've got. It's a good one to use up maybe some things you have laying around in your craft stash. Be fun to just add it to your mobile. All right, let's just start with that and see where we're at. Stack those over there. All right, let's get our first string. So you need about, let's go with about 2 feet. Give ourselves enough to play with. So we're going to take our glue stick. We're going to take 2 pieces of our acetate. A little glue on one side. Let's go ahead and put a little on this one too. And we're going to attach them. So now you can see where they went together. We've got some red. We've still got some purple showing and some yellow. This is what's so fun about it, is seeing what colors you can make with this acetate. Let's see, let's put this green triangle on there. So I'm going to bring this back just for a minute. So on each string I have about 3 sets of the colors. So we'll go ahead and do 3. Let's see. Let's try yellow and green. Add that on there. A little bit on there. Okay, there's one. We'll do 3 of these, okay? So there's one. Let's do a different color string. We've got our yarn here. You can use the yarn, or you could use some string, some ribbon. All right, let's do this one. And how about, let's see what that looks like with red. Might be kind of dark. And then I kind of crisscrossed them so that you can see a little bit of the original color, the new color, and then the other original color. It's yellow. Let's do yellow and blue. Like that. Okay, and then we've got our little red and yellow. We'll have to cut some more pieces out. There's some red. And some yellow. Okay, we've got two. I'll cut a few more random shapes. Got some blue. These colors are very pretty. Some red. Some purple. Let's see, we're gonna need 6 pieces. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 colors. We'll just cut another green. All right, and we need another piece of yarn. Let's go with orange. Okay, let's put our green. And let's do green and yellow. Let's do red and blue. A nice dark purple in there. Red and blue makes purple. I have a feeling this is not going to be much. This is going to be a dark color. Purple and green probably makes black or brown. Well, it's kind of blue. Oh, it looks purple. Okay. All right, so now we've got 3 of those. Oops, they're sticking to my surface. Get the glue off. Okay, I'm going to put these guys aside. Now we're going to do 2 strands of beads. And I'm going to use another color of yarn for these. So we're just going to thread some beads on, and then we'll tie them off. This is just another fun way to add some color and some interest to your mobile. Let's see if we can tie a big knot. The holes in the beads are big, so the knot has to be big if we're going to keep it from falling down. Otherwise, we might need to tie a bead on there. I think it needs to be bigger. Let's see if our beads will stay. Oh, it looks pretty good. Stay on there. We'll add some at the bottom. Ooh, I'm dropping my beads. Get some out here. Oh, look at all those black ones. I want some bright ones, but a red. Whoops. And one more. And I'm just going to tie that bead on the end, just like that. Keep it from falling off. Okay, so there's one of our bead strings. Let's do a purple one. String some beads on there. If you've got your plastic needle handy, you could use it. But the bead holes are big enough that I think I can get this yarn through it pretty easily. All right. Let's see if I can make another big knot. So to make a big knot, you tie a knot, and then you have to tie another knot on top of that knot. And then oops, I missed. And then another knot. Just keep tying knots on top of knots until it becomes a big, giant knot that your beads won't slide over. And then if that doesn't work, you can just tie a bead in that spot. That's pretty big. Let's see. That worked. Okay. And let's thread a few more beads and tie them on to the bottom. Okay. We'll tie a bead on the bottom this time. This is how you do this is the other way you can keep your beads from sliding. It's just to tie a bead on the bottom. Cut that off. And there's our second dangle. We got 2 layers of dangles. All right. Next, let's get our wood dowel rod and assemble our mobile. Just slide this over there. All right. So let's lay it out first. Got 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to put our beads in between. One goes there, and one goes there. And then we'll trim the extra yarn off the bottom. Okay, so now we have to tie these onto our dowel. So you're going to hold the dowel with one hand, wrap the yarn around a couple of times, and then tie it. Just like that, and then make it a knot. So tie it again. Okay, we'll trim the ends when we're done. Okay, so there's one. And these can slide on the dowel, so we can just go ahead and tie them on. This is maybe an easier way to tie it on, rather than trying to hold the dowel, lay the dowel on the table, just like I did there. And then the next one is one of these. Tie one of our colorful pieces on next. Tie a knot. And then our beads. Oops. Oh goodness, they came off this end. Let's put them back on real quick. Okay, and now let's get that tied on up here. And then finally our last colorful strand. Okay. There we go. Now we can cut off these pieces here. Okay, and the last thing we need to do let's lay that down there so you can see it. We need to make a hanger. So let's see, we did not use blue yarn, so let's make our hanger with the blue. If I can find the end. There it is. So we're going to tie it on to either end like that, and then you'll have a hanger like that. So we need about that much yarn. So I'm going to tie this on one end. Let's see. And then the other end. We'll just cut our extra off. And now we have a hanger. And there it is. There's your mobile. And if you wanted to, you could add more strands of the colors, more strands of beads. Whoops, this one came off. Sometimes you can add a little bit of glue to your knots to keep them from coming open. I'm going to show you that because I might have cut these too close. Let me show you how I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to take just a little dab of glue on my knots. Whoops. Well, that didn't go so good. And my yarn came undone. I'll just put a little bit on my fingers. I lost the tip to my glue. Okay, put a little on there. And there. There. And on the end. That will keep our knots, hopefully, from unraveling. Sometimes the yarn likes to come undone. Okay. So let's see what we've got here. We've got our whole hanger. We want to cut this off. All right, there we go. And then you can slide these over. And this is what it will look like. And when you hang it in the sun will catch the colors. And it'll be very pretty. All right. Well, I hope you guys had fun making this fun sun catcher. If you want to put your projects, pictures of your projects up on the Michaels Instagram and do hashtag Make It With Michaels, I can maybe see some of the things you've done. So I hope you had fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye.